So basically, at the beginning of this project, we were told by our professor to try and find a way to inspire other people to try and make a difference. One of the ideas that I had was doing a road to recovery ride day, which is for motocross riders and cyclists who get injured during the sport and don't have money to help themselves. Another good idea that we had was sex trafficking.
Whoa, let's clarify that language a little bit. We were planning on organizing a 5K that we could then raise money to help donate those funds to an organization that helps get people out of human trafficking situations.
Also, a good idea we had was supplying baseball equipment for underprivileged kids in schools and stuff like that, and teaming up with brands like Wilson and Franklin and things along those lines. Basically, we ended up going with Waves for Water because one of our team members, Jonathan, he actually has ties down in Tijuana, and it's something that's really a necessity down there, really, and they don't have access to clean water, and it was just a really cool organization that seemed like it was something that was really attainable for us as a goal to do with a very measurable result. Really, raising money for us was kind of a hard part, and it took a lot of thinking on ways of how we were going to do it. At the beginning, we were thinking about maybe having like an event outside of the student union where we could like smash cars or toilets, and I've seen people do that before, and it seemed pretty much effective. I know that I went and did it. We had a couple other ideas that just kind of fell to the wayside. Seemed like it just wasn't really up to par, I guess. No pun intended, because one of our ideas was a golf tournament.
So since we had a hard time doing an actual fundraiser, one of the things we decided to do to get some money flowing into our project was to go to downtown Ellensburg and just go door to door, every business we could think of down there. So we picked a day, spent a couple hours, split up into teams, and went down there, and like I said, just going door to door, asking people if they'd be willing to donate to our cause and Waves for Water.
That was a very eye-openingly unsuccessful attempt.
I would say money-wise wasn't as effective as we hoped it would be.
Yeah, it sucked.
We were able to make a couple bucks and get a few more filters through this method. Something really cool though is that all the businesses were more than willing to hang our flyers up. So I think maybe some of the anonymous donations we got could have come from people that saw our flyers in the various businesses in downtown Ellensburg.
Pretty sure it was just one of our team members.
All in all, though, it was a good learning experience for all of us. Kind of got to go down and try and sell ourselves, sell our fundraiser, and make some money doing it. Another one of the big problems we ran into is that being a college town, I think a lot of clubs are going to all the businesses down there. I know RJ and I heard numerous times that places were simply out of funding for fundraisers because they'd been hit so hard by other clubs and organizations through Central.
We just had nothing to offer these businesses in exchange for money. We were solely relying on their charitable donations, with really nothing to offer them in return. We did team up with the Daily Record just to provide like a little shout out section for a business that donated, but I just don't think that businesses really cared that much about it. So it was really hard asking for donations when there's really no benefit besides strict altruism.
But it was kind of a last-ditch effort to go down there and do that and make some money.
So after going downtown and soliciting businesses with not much success, we decided to set up a table just outside the Cirque, distribute some flyers, hopefully get a few donations from students who were on campus just passing by, or at least just raise awareness.
Overall, it was okay. We didn't really have anything to bring people in. I mean, we had flyers, and we had Billy's dog. Thank God for his dog. Because otherwise, no one would have came by, I don't think. Because really, they just looking for his dog, and then second-handedly came and talked to us about what we were doing.
So all in all, our tabling event took about two hours. And really, thank God Billy's dog was there, because otherwise, those 2 hours have been real rough. We didn't have candy. We didn't really plan this out beforehand. So, I mean, all we had were flyers. And, I mean, that's not going to attract anybody. So, I mean, people were going to his dog first and petting his dog, and then really they were asking him more about his dog and what he was doing with that than really our fundraiser. But afterwards, they kind of asked us about what we were doing. So, in that way, it was good. Tabling is really never fun. But I mean, the goal of what we were trying to do is to kind of get people more aware of what we were trying to do for Tijuana, and in that aspect, it really went kind of well. Some people were interested. I mean, we had people asking questions, trying to find out more about what we were trying to do. Unfortunately, no one donated, but I think in the long run, that's not really too big of an issue because we kind of spread the word about what we were all about and what we're trying to accomplish. So in that way, we really did a successful job out there tabling. In the end, I mean, we spread the word, which is what we were trying to accomplish, even if people didn't donate from it. I mean, they learned about the dirty water in Tijuana and our movement, what we're trying to do to impact it. And hopefully, they can, take action themselves even after we're done and try and do something to improve it down there. You never know. I mean, that's the whole reason we're doing this.